Very common question that I get asked is, should my dog sleep with me? Or can I let my dog sleep with me? It's an interesting question. The reason that I don't let my dog sleep with me is A, they're kind of crazy, so I would never get any sleep. And it is proven science, you can look it up on Google, that if your dog sleeps with you, they're going to take some years off your life. Because when they shift around, move around, snore, snort, if they're like a Boston Terrier, it can startle you out of REM sleep, which is going to make you tired. And if that happens every night over the course of 15 years, and then if you have a couple dogs, it's going to take some time off your life because they're disturbing sleep, and sleep is the most important thing we can do to recharge for the next day. And if you go years and years and years of REM getting disrupted, it's going to affect you. You're going to be tired. Another reason why I don't like dogs sleeping with me is when they go outside, everything that's bad is outside. And by that I mean parasites. They can go potty and step in it or pee on their front legs a little bit. I see that happen all the time. They go number 2 and they step in it, or they step in some walking down the street, or sniff it and touch their face to it, and that can have parasites in it. It can have all sorts of worms, tapeworms, all sorts of stuff that I don't want to bring in my bed. Besides, when they're running through the woods or some deeper grass, they can get ticks and chiggers. You know, you also have ringworm in there, which is super contagious. And I just don't want that all over where I'm sleeping. Ticks and chiggers are a huge thing. Especially, I live in Maryland, and they're huge out here. Maryland is the number 3 place in the world for Lyme's disease because there are so many ticks. And I have a hard time sleeping anyway, so I don't want the dogs to wake me up. And my bed is like my clean space. So I try to keep one space in my house where there's no dog hair. So I don't want them to bring all those other things in bed with me. If your dog sleeps with you every single night, and let's say you go out of town and you cannot take your dog, you're going to create a ton of stress, and it's not going to be fair to the dog because you've created a codependent relationship where the dog needs to sleep with somebody or they cannot sleep. A dog should sleep in other portions of the house or in their crate for periods, because if you ever have to take your dog to a boarding facility or your friend's house, your friend might not let him sleep with them and they might get all crazy, but a crate is a safe place to a dog if taught correctly. A dog shouldn't be with you every single night. It's going to create codependent, high anxiety relationship when you're not around. When you're setting your dog up for failure. If you have a child and you let your child sleep with you every single night, and then they're 30 years old and you're like, I gotta go, you can't sleep with me tonight, that's going to be a huge, huge, huge problem because they've never slept by themselves. And it's a little weird too. So on that note, hope you enjoyed this video. Leave some questions in the comments. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.
Wasn't expecting you to say it. That's on me.
Gonna be a little weird too.
Oh man.
Put a little humor in there. Right?